Go for it.
Friggin' what up, dude? Strider Wilson. I'm the host of this podcast that's mine. Going to be called History is Dank. History is Dank with Strider Wilson. Dankness from the heart. Friggin' what up, dude? Welcome back to another ep of History is Dank, dude. I'm your host, Strider Wilson. Just posted up, dude, ready to pump out some freaking vibes and drop some dank-ass knowledge, dude. We got Aaron on the sticks, the Baron of the buttons, dude. What up, Aaron, dude?
What up?
Just freaking chilling right now, dude. Posted up, just freaking in the studio, fired up right now, dude. I'm stoked as hell, dude. Dude, you know, I just been posted up, dude, enjoying myself, just trying to think some deep thoughts, dude. I'll post up and be like, dude, am I thinking deep enough right now, dude? You know, and then I just started thinking about time, dude. Maybe I was watching too much Christopher Nolan movies, dude. This guy's obsessed with time, dude.
Sure.
And actually valeted his car the other day and made me think of this. And I'm like, this guy loves time, dude.
The Batmobile?
He also loves, yeah, dude, exactly.
That'd be amazing. He doesn't seem like that guy, but that'd be amazing.
The ship from, no, dude, he was flying a Supermarine Spitfire from Dunkirk, dude. Or that ship from Interstellar, dude. Dude, Interstellar, the first act, very sick. Very sick, dude.
You think so? More than the second?
Dude, I'm just sick of space movies being about dads, dude.
Well, yeah, they are.
Oh, my dad. Oh, shut up, dude. See some aliens, dude.
Well, they had the pretty sick robots, though.
I did like that robot.
And the spacesuits were fire.
The aesthetic, everything was good. Everything was good, and the performances are good. No, I was fired up on it. I was fired up. Then it starts getting into like what string theory and stuff like that, and gravity. I mean, dude. And this is what got me fired up for our topic today, Aaron, which is going to be, you know, ancient timekeeping methods, dude, and like calendars, and like how come I was looking at a clock and I'm like, what the hell? Why is this 12? Like, how come that happened? You know? And so dived in a little bit of research, spent some time researching, dude, and you know, there's one true currency, dude. Everyone's talking about crypto, dude, and you know, posting up, parking whip, scoring fat tips, dude, making Sacagawea, sucking fucking, making money, dude, you know what I'm saying? And the one true currency, Aaron, is time. You know, and how we spend it, and the people we spend it with, dude, and making dank-ass memories with your boys, dude. Making sweet-ass love with your dank fiance, dude, or your sick-ass GF, or whoever you enjoy making love with, dude. Maybe you do it in a group setting and really maximize your time. Maybe that's what orgies are about, just people being really time efficient. They're like, you know, I haven't boned in a few months. I need to bone like 8 times this afternoon to really meet my average. And then they get out of there. Do you think that's what's going on?
Yeah, it's got to be, because at a certain point, you just can't keep up the pace.
I agree. Dude, a friend of mine, Colin, from work's going to a sex party. He's like, yeah, dude, I'm cruising. I was like, hey, what do you do? I was like, have a good weekend, bro. He's like, what are you up to? I'm like, oh, dude, my freaking future mother-in-law's in town, dude. Gonna go out to a sick-ass meal together, dude. He's like, oh, sick, have fun. I was like, Colin, what are you up to? He's like, dude, I'm going to an orgy, a sex party. I'm like, whoa, hell yeah, dude. But immediately, you know where my brain went? I was like, logistics.
Of course.
Where does this happen? Whose house is this at? Where does the splooge go?
Hollywood Hills.
Yeah, it's in the hills, or it's like Malibu, like you're renting a house in Malibu. You got to rent a house. You're not doing it at your own house. Am I right?
I mean,
maybe you do.
Yeah, maybe you have a whole cleaning staff, you know?
Yeah. There's got to be wealthy, dude. Everyone's into like, I don't know, it's due to work, like from people flying from Silicon Valley, I imagine. There's apricots being served. People's charcuterie freaking left and right. You got to have charcuterie, dude. You know what I mean? But then you got finger foods. Where are people's finger? I'm really just saying, when do you show up? Do you show up fashionably? And when, like, does everyone wear robes? You just show up in like jeans and a hoodie? Maybe you can if you got a big old dick. You're like, sorry, dude, I'm the hoodie guy. I don't need to dress out for this.
It's the finger foods is a lot like bowling, I think. You have to eat with your opposite hand, you know?
So true, Aaron. And what a great, dude, I do love bowling. Bowling is where I want to have every one of my birthdays, dude, and paintball. To be honest, dude. Bowling at night, paintball during the day, some of the sickest things you can do. Logistics are all figured out, and exactly, you just nailed it, dude. Offhand is what you eat your fries with, your nuggets, whatever you're getting, and then, yeah. But I'm just saying, dude, so I got to follow up with Colin and be like, dude,
yeah.
I don't care about the boning that went down. I mean, I'm fired up for you. I'm sure you tried new avant-garde positions, dude. That's sick as hell. Good for you, dude. Maybe you boned in a sauna or a steam room. Then maybe you boned on a balcony. That's tight. Maybe you boned out by the pool on a lawn chair in a gazebo. That's sick as hell, dude. You boned with a view. You boned with no view. You boned under the stars, dude. That's sick as hell. Good for you, dude. But literally, where do people park? Who shows up? Do you shower down afterwards?
Definitely an Uber situation.
Can you bring a +1? Do you get tested for COVID before? You probably should be getting tested for other stuff.
Yeah.
But that's definitely an Uber Black situation. You show up in a Cadillac, Benz S-Class, something like that.
I'd be willing to bet his story is, I got there, it was weird, and I left.
Yeah. Are all the people hot? Colin's a hot dude.
I'm not arguing it. Sounds like it.
He's a hot dude. He's in good shape. He runs well, So just interesting, dude. And I'm glad he's spending his time that way. And today we're going to be discussing how the ancients, our ancestors, did their timekeeping methods affect our current timekeeping methods today, dude. But before we get into our subject matter today, dude, I want to just let you know that today's episode is brought to you by Trade Coffee, dude. I'm fired up on Trade Coffee, dude. I got my first shipment already, dude. I took my quiz, bro. You go online and look at, let me tell you something. I'm not just some guy, dude. I hold my coffee, my morning coffee ritual in very high regard. It's my sacred time. And I'm not going to waste it on any old bean, dude. And Trade Coffee, dude, I went online. They ask you questions about your coffee drinking. They go, do you French press it? Do you want whole bean? Do you want us to grind it for a French press? Do you want, how do you like it? Do you like a light roast, dark roast, medium? I let them know, baby, I'm loving the light roast. I French press my stuff, me and my dank fiance. So I'm fired up on it, dude. So I heavily recommend this, dude. Trade Coffee, and dude, right now Trade Coffee is offering a total of $20 off your first 3 bags at drinktrade.com/dank. That's more than 16 cups of coffee for free, dude. And you better believe those are going to use in my house, dude. So to get started, take their quiz at drinktrade.com/dank and start your journey to your perfect cup. Trust me, dude. Do it. And then this episode's also brought to you by Freeze Pipe, dude. Dude, the first bong, I don't know if you know this, but the first bong ever used was about 2,400 years ago in what's modern day Russia. And, and it makes sense, dude. Russia may be up in Siberia where it's cold. And the thing about Freeze Pipe is, dude, you've all hit that bong, dude. I remember hitting a bong back in college, way too harsh, coughing for days. And look, my instrument is my voice on my voice is my instrument on this podcast, dude. I don't want to get pretentious, but it's an instrument. It's insured separately. And most people, dude, let me tell you, and I use my freeze pipe, dude, and I put it in my freezer, and they got this like special special gel in there that it's called like glycerin chamber in there, dude, and then the smoke passes through and it's cooled by over like 300 degrees instantly. So the results are literally, dude, I was like shocked at how smooth and amazing this felt. And you'll notice a bigger, smoother hit without that throat burn or intense coughing. It's amazing, dude. And honestly, they're cool, dude. I used the little bubbler, but you got the full-on bong too if you want to get after it with the boys. But I got the nice little bubbler that I put in my freezer, and I'm telling you, I'm just taking the smooth stuff, just really mellowing out and then watching legit movies. So if you're ready to take bigger hits without the chest or throat burn, go to freezepipe.com and use DANK for 10% off your next order. That's freezepipe.com, code DANK for 10% off anything in the store. All right, dude. Let's get into these timekeeping methods, bro. But just a little bit, just so you know, and this should be no surprise. Aaron, do you know what the oldest timekeeping, I guess, I don't want to say device. I'm going to get into some device, but the oldest timekeeping method was, dude?
I would assume it's the sun.
Aaron, you are very close. It's a celestial being. The sun and the stars. Exactly. The sun is correct. So for like the daytime and everything, but like as far as calendars go, it's based on the stars. But also 100% with our solar orbit is in play, right? So the Earth is moving. The stars are, they're moving, but like we can't tell because they're freaking light years away. And that's a timekeeping method that they didn't know about back in the ancient days, dude. So you are correct, and you're a freaking absolute beast mode legend. Now, according to dank-ass archaeological evidence, dude, some dude that was probably posted up in too short of cargo shorts, wearing freaking postman-style socks and khaki, going out there, discovered that the Babylonians and the Egyptians began measuring time at least 5,000 years ago, dude. And we're figuring this out through one of the most legit timekeeping methods, which is carbon dating. Did you measure radioactive decay, which is freaking advanced and legit? So, the Babylonians and Egyptians to introduce calendars to organize and coordinate communal activities and public events, to schedule shipments of goods, and in particular to regulate cycles of planting and harvesting, dude. So this is, in other cultures, this was also esoteric knowledge, dude. The planting and harvesting cycles, they would they would literally build structures, temples, pyramids, and they would look at the sun, and when the sun was over a certain area of the temple or pyramid or through a window, they'd go, okay, the rainy season is going to come, but they wouldn't tell the general population that. They'd say, give us money, pray to us, I promise you the rain will come. But these priests, they knew it, dude, so they were being schmoles, dude. And the Babylonians and Egyptians, they based their calendars on 3 natural cycles. Aaron, here we go. So you're right. The solar day, marked by the successive periods of light and darkness as Earth rotates in its axis. So straight up days and nights, bro. The lunar month. So you're looking at the lunar cycle, which we did a whole episode on the freaking sick-ass moon, dude. And also following the phases of the moon as it orbits the Earth. And the solar year, defined by the changing seasons that accompany our planet's revolution around the sun. So it's all based on natural inorganic stuff, dude. We use a Gregorian calendar today, and that's derived from Babylonian, Egyptian, Jewish, and Roman calendars, dude. Also, dude, if you
some dude named Gregor.
Yeah, dude, some dude named Gregor, dude. I think it was the Pope Gregory, to be honest, dude, back in Roman times,
probably,
dude.
Yeah.
And, but dude, if you meet someone who mainly keeps time and they're on the lunar calendar, they're down for butt play. You know what I'm saying, dude? If someone knows if you're on a date, dude, and that person knows when the equinox is, dude, they're down for butt play, dude. There's no question about that, dude. If they don't know what an equinox is, they hate coming, probably, dude. You know what I'm saying? This is just how we, not only using time to measure freaking the passing of hours and minutes and seconds of our lives, we're using it to gauge boning freaking innovation, bro, in progressiveness. So it's very useful, dude. I think we should get back on this equinox stuff, dude. I mean, Aaron, do you celebrate the equinox, dude? Basically,
nah.
You do butt play, dude?
Nah.
All right, dude. I'm a sick, twisted guy. I'm a demented fuck. Set your watch to that. Also, the whole time I was doing this episode, I was just thinking of that movie, The Nick of Time, with Johnny Depp, dude, and Christopher Walken. Such a sick-ass movie, bro. Such a sick-ass movie, dude. So the Egyptians formulated a civil calendar having 12 months of 30 days with 5 days added to approximate the solar year. So the fucking ancient Egyptians figured this stuff out, dude. Each period of 10 days was marked by the appearance of a special star group, so constellation called decans, dude, or decans, probably decans for 10. And at the rise of the star Sirius just before sunrise, which occurred around the all-important annual flooding of the Nile, 12 decans could be seen spanning the heavens. The cosmic significance of the Egyptians placed in the 12 decans, dude, led them to develop a system in which each interval of darkness and fucking later daylight was divided into a dozen equal parts. So this is where we're getting our months from, dude. So the Egyptians, basically, they're looking at these constellations during this time of year when the Nile floods, dude, and fucking they look up and they're like, bro, we can see all of these constellations. Boom, when you can't see one or whatever, it passes away because the Earth's rotation and shit, then you're in a new month. Makes total sense. These periods became known as temporal hours, dude, because their duration varied according to the changing lengths of days and nights and with the passing of the seasons. So, that's why you're like, why is an hour 60 minutes? Well, bro, they had to make it fit into these decans. So they're all trying to make it fit into the system of when they can see the constellations, which we just said is divided over the solar year, spanning about, what we now call 12 months, but about 365 days, offset for about 5 days, due to differing daylight hours. Summer hours were longer, dude. Winter ones shorter. We know that. So it's sick, dude. and temporal hours are adopted by the Greeks and then the Romans, who spread them throughout Europe, and they remained in use for more than 2,500 years, dude. And the stuff we're using today is, slightly based on that. We only really offset February. But we still do have equinoxes, dude. And I'm actually surprised Colin, my coworker Colin, was going to a sex party, and it's not even, actually, no, we're coming up close to the spring equinox.
Yeah.
Maybe he was warming up.
Change.
Maybe it was a warm-up party.
Yeah.
Guess you want to get your practice in.
Exactly.
True. When I'm whacking off, it's just practice.
Yeah, it's like hitting a tennis ball against a wall.
Yeah, you got to know. One of the best games ever, Butts Up. You ever played Butts Up?
Oh, yeah.
All-time good game. All-time good game.
There's several increasingly more violent variations on it, though.
100%. 100%, dude. But you're playing with the tennis ball, throwing it at the garage. It's so much fun, dude. It's such a sick game.
We used to play it at lunch in high school, and then, invariably some dude would walk up and be like, "Hey, you want to play it?" But instead we punch and kick you while you run into the wall.
Yeah, dude, exactly, bro.
No, we're friends here.
And there's not enough competition there. Like you do have the one thing where you got to get pegged by the tennis ball once you get enough, like once you don't touch or whatever. But like
3 outs.
Yeah, you get your 3 outs, but you got to have some more gameplay. I prefer more skilled and speed and agility. I don't want to have too much defense on there. Maybe like one dude could be a keeper,
I don't want to hit my friends.
No, I agree.
I mean, I'll hit him with a ball.
Yeah, no. With the ball's fine because that takes skill and dexterity. It's not like a punch or anything.
Yeah, I'll laugh when it slaps their skin. But
yeah,
I don't need to be punching my friend.
Dude, I 100% agree with you.
Or be punched by my friend.
100% agree with you. All right, we're going to get into some ancient timekeeping devices, and they're pretty freaking clever and sick. But first, and we've sort of come into, okay, where do, we've kind of figured out how a year's developed by the orbit, and they're looking at, these ancients. They're spending a lot of time. I mean, look, they don't have Instagram, dude. They're not watching Instagram models do squats. They're looking up at the stars, going, using their domes.
And they can actually see the stars.
Yeah, exactly. There's no light pollution. They can actually look up and see it, and they get stoked every night. Dude, you go camping with your boys, Tahoe, bro. You're chilling, dude. You come back, dude. You're in the jacuzzi. You look up at those stars, dude. You're stoked. You see the stars, you get stoked, dude. Makes you want to play guitar.
I've always lived in a big city, and so it's shocking when you go out somewhere.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
And they're there.
Yeah.
It is beautiful, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Does make you think. No,
I'm not moving out there.
No chance. No. Need my Wi-Fi. Need my creature comforts, dude.
Yeah. Vacation house, sure.
Yeah. Plus, I'm too afraid of getting murdered, dude. Plus,
there is that.
I don't know how to fix stuff.
Yeah.
I don't have any skills.
I like being ambulance adjacent.
I agree with that. When I'm choking on a pretzel, I need to be able to, have someone cruise in and Heimlich me, dude.
Yeah. I know where they are. They know where I am vaguely.
Correct. So time has always been weaved into culture, and we'll get into that, into religion. Like we mentioned with the Egyptians, they're scheduling rituals and festivals, religious festivals on planting and harvesting seasons, and definitely orgies. And what do you see when you go to these European cities? You always see a church tower that has a clock or a bell ringing and telling you. I grew up from, miles away from a mission, bro. I'd hear that bell go off, dude. You knew when it was 12 o'clock, that thing just kept on dinging, dude.
Oh, yeah. At San Diego State, it's all made to look like a mission, so they have a big clock tower there.
I love the aesthetic of San Diego State's architecture, dude. It's so sick.
Yeah.
It's so sick for partying, dude. It's so legit, dude, because it's like, they have multi-story dorms and stuff, but I like that laid out floored plan, dude. That's what I feel like. Maybe like orgy parties are, I would say, imagine not multi-story, just one sprawling hacienda style stuff, and probably tile, not carpet. You gotta clean up.
I feel like there's got to be a split level to it, like where the living room goes down.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good call. Definitely drops down. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. Drops down. That's a great call.
It's a very 70s thing, but
that makes sense though. And a long couch that spans the whole length of the wall. Yeah. Leather, easy cleanup, wipeable surfaces. So where do minutes and seconds come from, okay? So why do we decide to break this stuff into minutes, 60 minutes in an hour, and seconds, which is the typical time it takes me to bone? So these things, seconds and minutes, derive from the sexagesmal portions of the degree introduced by the Babylonian astronomers, dude.
I'll bet it does.
Yeah, dude. Exactly. Gilgamesh, dude.
Sexagesmal?
Yeah, sexagesmal, dude. That's Sexagesmal. Sexagesmal, dude. So time is definitely always revolving around boning. Never mind, harvesting calendars or religious events. Nah, bro.
That sounds like the best looking mogwai. Sexagesmal.
Okay, so
like the one that turns into a gremlin that wears lipstick and stuff. That's sexagesmal.
Dude, you get a Pokemon card that's sexagesmal. It's holographic, dude. It's after Blastoise. Bro, the sectioning of the day into 24 hours and of hours into minutes and 60 parts became so well established in Western culture, dude. Based on this Babylonian calendar, dude. That actually, like, France tried to change this arrangement and failed. They went to like tens, right? Because it just makes more sense. And that happened for measurement. In the United States, like, why is 12 inches in a foot? Well, it's based on time and months and calendars. We're using 12 here, dude. Because, like we mentioned earlier, there's those freaking decans, dude, up in the stars, bro, that the Egyptians posted up and saw, and the Babylonians were looking up at the same stars, dude. And
if you're lucky enough to have a size 12 shoe, I mean, you just put your foot down and be like, that's a foot.
That's exactly right. Or a size 12 limp dong like Joe.
Yeah.
You look at that and you go, okay, that's just my base. Exactly right, dude. France, during the Revolution, tried to switch time to a decimal system. Did not work, but it did work for units of measurement such as liters, meters, and all those other things, dude, which I think makes way more sense. That's actually a good switch up, dude. They try to, like, split the calendar to, like, make 16 months, 100 seconds, which honestly, if we were used to it, it'd probably be fine. People that are, do you have any friends who are, like, keep their clock, their, like, phone on military time? I'm like, calm down, dude.
No,
They're like, I go camping, my phone's on military time. I'm like, all right, dude, relax, bro.
I've had jobs where that was a thing. But yeah, no.
That's like the same type of dude who has like a little, like, they're like a leather or like a, Carhartt packet that they clip to their belt. Like their phone gets clipped on the outside of their belt and they like pick up the phone tactically.
Yeah.
And it's like their dentist and it's like, can you please confirm your appointment? And they're like, I'll be there. They're like, all right, 8 a.m. Monday. He's like, 800 hours Monday. Got it. It's like, calm down, dude.
Yeah.
Just order your Starbucks drink and get out of the way, dude. But, okay, so then fast forwarding to these, like I was saying, in the 1300s, dude, you got Christianity spreading through Europe and shit, dude, and cathedrals are being built, dude, and you'd have the bell ringing, right, dude, and alerting the community of its daily duties and activities, dude. And the name for this machine was adopted from the Latin word for bell, dude. So you had the bell tower, which was cloca, and that's where the word clock comes from, dude, which is sick as hell, dude. Super sick as hell. All right, dude, let's get into some ancient timekeeping devices because these things are fun to talk about, dude. But before we do that, dude, I want to remind you that this episode is brought to you by Trade Coffee, dude. 90% of coffee in the grocery store is actually stale, dude. And And, dude, people are touching their hands, they're picking it up and touching it, dude. And you heard that right, bro. The coffee you know and think you love, it needs an upgrade, dude. And instead of rebuying the same old cup of joe, dude, let Trade Coffee send you something freshly roasted that you're literally guaranteed to love. And I'm telling you, I do love this one that they sent me, dude. It was called like Bloomtown or something. It was from San Francisco. It was Dank, dude. And I'm getting my next shipment coming up in a week here. You can schedule your shipments, which is so chill based on, how quickly you drink it. And you better believe I house these cups of coffee, dude. Dude, it's fresh. It's good. I get mine whole bean, though. You can get yours pre-ground, whatever you want to do, however you take in your coffee. They'll hook it up for you based on this legit quiz that you take, dude. And according to my quiz, I wanted it whole bean because I like to grind my coffee and then put it in the French press. It's all part of my morning ritual, dude. So sick, dude. So take your quiz to get started, dude. Trade Coffee guarantees you'll love the first bag or they'll replace it for free. I love my first bag. Can't wait for my second one. I'm fired up, dude. I'm sipping with my fiance, dude. I like to freaking wake up and make her a cup of Saturday, cup of Joe, dude. Treat her, be like, ooh, dude, surprise her with when the new shipment comes in and go, how do you like this one? And compare it to the last one. Ooh, can favorite it, can maybe, give it, but we've liked the first bag, so I think we're going to like the second one. I can't wait to try it. So I'm fired up, dude. And let me tell you what, dude, I am a coffee nerd. I'm a bit of a coffee snob. I'm not just some guy. And even if you're not, dude, when you take your quiz, you can just say like, I like this, and it's just convenient, bro. And it's fresh. So you don't need to be a snob to like fresh stuff. You know what I'm saying, dude? And for our listeners right now, dude, Trade Coffee is offering a total of $20 off your first 3 bags when you go to drinktrade.com/dank. That's more than 16 cups of coffee for free. To get started, take their quiz at drinktrade.com/dank and start your journey to your perfect cup. That's drinktrade.com/dank for $20 off your first 3 bags, dude. And this podcast is also brought to you by Freeze Pipe, dude. Look, dude, you love to smoke some dank but hate the burning throats and intense coughing. I know I do. I can't handle it, dude. I hate coughing, dude. It's just it's the worst, dude. And I'm telling you, the freaking teenagers up above that blaze up on my roof, dude. They cough loud and they don't talk about interesting stuff. But, maybe I just got to gift them a freeze pipe, dude, to at least keep the coughing down. And, maybe it'll soothe them and open up their domes better, too, dude, depending on what they're putting in there. But I'm telling you right now, dude, Free Pipe founders were tired of overpaying for bongs that still led to scorching hot hits and coughing spasms, dude. And I'm telling you, dude, I hooked up, my buddy Joe came over. My buddy Joe's legit. I'm telling you, dude, he's a cougher, always has been. That's what he says, dude. Dude, he took one smooth hit out of my bubbler, dude. And I'm telling you right now, dude, he was like, I never knew this was possible. He was in shock and awe. He was so stoked. So he's looking to come over more and more, dude, and just hit that little bubbler, dude. But honestly, it comes in a nice little bag, and I can bring it over, a little protective case. Can bring it over to his place too if I want to, dude. But I like having him come over. He's just a good dude. So, dude, this glycerin material that they use is a non-toxic fatty gel commonly found in food and sweeteners. It stays frozen longer and freezes quicker than water, dude. You might have tried putting ice in your bong, dude, but now it's time to take the training wheels off and enjoy massive clouds with zero throat or chest burn, dude. I'm telling you, it's legit, dude. So leave your old bong in the dust and upgrade with a new freeze pipe by visiting thefreezepipe.com and using code DANK for 10% off. That's thefreezepipe.com and code DANK for 10% off your entire order. Legit, dude. All right, dude. Let's get into some dank-ass ancient timekeeping methods. You know the first one, dude. We all seen it, dude. The sundial, dude, which indicates time by the length or direction of the sun's shadow to track the temporal hours during the day. Okay, this is how they developed, solstices, winter hours, less, summer hours, daylight hours, longer. But then you got a sundial there, and your bones come nighttime, you get boned. Sun goes down.
Yep.
What are you going to do? How are you going to know what time it is? How are you going to know if you're running late due to freaking you're in Babylon and Gilgamesh is like, yo, and Kaidu, let's go freaking post up and look at the stars together. All right, what time? I don't know. Well, then maybe you'd use something like the water clock. The water clock was designed to measure temporal hours at night. One of the first clocks was a basin with a small hole near the bottom through which the water dripped out. The falling water level denoted the passing hour as it dripped below hour lines inscribed on the inner surface. Although these devices performed satisfactorily around the Mediterranean, they could not always be depended on in the cloudy and often freezing weather in Northern Europe. Yeah, water freezes, dude. So also, the design had one major issue, so not quite accurate. I mean, you could get a baseline. Some people might show up fashionably late because the water flowed more slowly as the bowl emptied. It's just physics there. You had a greater force pushing the water down when there's more in there and less when it gets to the wider surface at the bottom. So this resulted in a decrease in pressure and the weight of water. The bowl decreased. So toward the end of the water, barely trickled and no longer kept accurate time. This dated back to the 16th century BC Babylon. So that's freaking long ass time ago, 4,000 years almost, dude. I'm going to talk about weight driven clocks, dude, in a little bit just to freaking post up, but I want to focus on the ancient stuff, dude. You got the candle clock, dude. The candle clock takes advantage of a simple concept. The slow and consistent nature of a burning wax candle, dude. By utilizing this process, our ancestors were able to keep steady track of time, dude. So just freaking post up, dude, put little etchings and marks of how long it takes, dude. Each mark representing a single unit of time, such as an hour. Didn't have to be, but it could be. And as the wax burned down, each hour would melt away. And this is how you would measure time at night or during the day if you wanted to, but probably best at night. They could also function as alarm clocks, dude. You know that back in the day when there was no like bell ringing device. I mean, you had a church tower like in the 1300s, but like in ancient Babylon, there was no alarm clock going on. And like especially during the Industrial Revolution, when people had to like be up for their factory jobs, there was a dude whose job it was to go around and wake you up. And he didn't want to like wake up the neighbors who were like freely wake them up. So he'd like have to be perfectly audible to be like, I forget his name. He's called like maybe like a whacker or something like that. Or like a tapper, I don't know. But he'd cruise around like with a cane or something, like tap your window or your door or whatever and be like, yo dude, wake up bro. Wake up bro. But he's like, I'm not going to wake up your neighbor because that's free. And then you'd like confirm, he'd be like, all right, I'm up. He'd be like, all right, late. And just cruise around and wake everyone's ass up. Pretty sick. Not what I do. I like, unless you want to wake up at noon, dude. It's what I do, dude, Aaron. I take advantage of my day. Wake up, crack at 7 a.m., look at sunny, and then take my nap right till noon. Go out and conquer the day.
One of my favorite line readings ever was in the movie Down Periscope.
Oh, yeah, great movie.
And the guy, someone's like, to the guys on the Navy ship, he's like, what, did you guys just wake up? And the guy's like, no, sir, we've been up since the crack of noon.
That's dude, I love that movie.
Yeah, it's great.
I always would confuse that with McHale's Navy.
Yeah, very.
Both fun movies, though.
Yeah. But Down Periscope, obviously, submarines.
Yes, you're right.
Harlan Williams.
Dude, I love Harlan Williams, man. He's so
funny. He's
hilarious, dude. He really is just straight up funny, dude. Him and freaking Dumb and Dumber when he sips the piss, dude. His reaction's so funny. Get the hell out of here. Originating in the 6th century China, the incense clock took advantage of both the slow-burning nature of incense and the pleasant aromas it produced. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say that does function as a method of timekeeping, but I'll tell you right now, I fucking hate incense, bro. There's nothing I hate more than incense, dude.
Yeah, I don't need it.
Dude, it's never smelled good. And it all smells the same.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You go into a shop where there's incense. Dude, my dad growing up, very intense guy, dude. Definitely not down for butt play. Dude, unless it's like pinching your butt cheeks together. Like that's his butt play. Tight ass, dude. Wearing khakis, dude. And dude, he would literally go, if he smelled incense in a store, he'd go, no, that store's stupid. Don't go in there. Amazing, dude.
He's not wrong.
Dude, I agree. Like, I heard there's a fact, Aaron. Did you know this? If you go into a store and stand in incense long enough, it will reverse your college education. Same with crystal stores, dude. Yeah. Dude, Chad loves crystals, bro.
It's a thing.
Look, I'm not yucking anyone's yums, dude. At least crystals don't have any sort of negative externality like fucking smoke and scent that I need to breathe. Like if you just have a crystal in your house, I'm like, cool. That just goes where like, I don't know, a clock would have gone, I guess. Or like a coffee table book.
The only way it bothers you is like if you try to chest bump them and then you fucking get stabbed by it.
That's true. That's true. Geodes are kind of sick though, dude.
Yeah, geodes are
You
cool.
see those get sawed in half. Geodes are tight. So yeah, you can tell by freaking incense clocks what they basically are, dude. You got the elephant clock, dude. Was truly a masterpiece of mechanical engineering. This is later on during Al-Jazari. He invented this, dude. He's a great inventor, dude.
There's that jizz again.
Yeah, dude. Dude, you're right, bro. Al-Jazari, dude. I might be saying jizz too much. Jazari. He's been called the father of robotics, dude, in modern day engineering, dude. Dude, he took an elephant clock, bro. It's a culmination of different ideas constructed around how this elephant statue The various components of the clock were not only placed on top of the elephant, but housed within it as well. A giant ladle floating in water reservoir was hidden in the elephant's head. This ladle took 30 minutes to fill and served as the timing mechanism. So every time it filled, you'd know 30 minutes passed. And then when the ladle was full, it would sink. This in turn made a ball drop into the mouth of a serpent on top of the elephant. The serpent swung down, pulling strings that caused the elephant's rider to pound a drum and signal the hour. Then the serpent tipped back to its original position, and the cycle repeated. So you would do this day and night. This is like a straight up full on clock. I'm like, I want one of these things. I want to put that on my credenza. It'd be sick as hell, dude. You know? Get an elephant clock instead of a crystal. I'm like, dude, it's functional, dude. I like that, dude. So this guy's a genius, dude. And I like that it's natural, dude. It's like, dude's post up and rides elephants, dude. I'm going to use this thing that we all know to keep time. That's sick as hell, dude. The Egyptians have no shortage of impressive inventions, dude. And the Merkhet, M-E-R-K-H-E-T, is one of them. The instrument of knowing is what it was called, dude. Roughly translates to that, dude, from Greek, right? The Merkhet allowed the Egyptians to keep time at night, with only the stars as their guide. This device consisted of a string with a weight attached to one end, enabling a straight line to be measured. When two Merkhets were aligned with the North Star, they formed a celestial meridian in the sky. The time could then be determined by counting how many stars crossed this line. Very basic, very simplistic, but also genius. So smart, so fucking chill. And once again, goes back to the stars, dude. And then you have your obelisks, dude. You see these in different cultures. You know, Egypt is definitely one of them, you know, painted with freaking sick-ass hieroglyphics and shit. And these sons pointed out, and based on, dude, archaeologists, dude, who are dudes that post up in too short of cargo shorts, they would study these hieroglyphics and study that these were made for, you know, keeping track of time. And the winter solstice and summer solstice, you have people harvesting when like certain shadows were cast in certain areas. And it also, you know, because it was a straight up fat, like it was basically if Maurice laid on his back and popped a fat boner. That's what an obelisk looks like. And, you know, that has that pyramid shape on top. So basically where the shadow was cast, you could tell the time during the day as well, as long as like the month and year. So super genius, super legit, and probably an origin to like later the medieval Christian clock tower, right? They weren't using the shadow, they were using the bells and everything, but it was central. People all used it. Time keeps society together, dude. So freaking sick as hell, dude. Unifying, right? And then just a quick note before we get to our questions. I mentioned the water clock. Genius engineer Zhang Xun, during the Song dynasty of China, he would use the exact same model of a water clock, but he used mercury. And so mercury wouldn't freeze. It freezes at like negative 38 degrees Fahrenheit, dude. So same exact concept, and it would function throughout the year. So that's sick as hell. Boom. Quick and easy right there, baby. Hey, if we're doing a podcast on time, I'm not going to be taking my time. I'm going to get you on time to wherever you're going and cruising to and get you stoked efficiently, dude. But before we bone out of here, dude, what do you say we do a few more questions, or do a few questions? We haven't done one yet. Aaron, dude, you got anything else to add on time, dude?
Watch the movie About Time if you want to cry about your dad.
Oh, dude, yeah, we talked about this. Yeah, definitely, dude, a dad movie. Dude, that's... Okay, space movies with dads, at least come at me straight and let me know. Time, dude, About Time, just, dude. And the dad, who's the actor that plays the dad in that movie?
Bill Nye.
Bro, he's so fucking good in it, dude. And they're just playing ping pong together, dude. Oh, that's a great movie. And it does have a sci-fi element.
Yep.
I love it. Yeah, I definitely cried in that movie, dude. Watched that with my fiance just welling up over there. I was like, is it dusty in here? Then I just started bawling, and I was like, I fucking cry. She's like, I know, and I love you for that. And I was like, thank you. You can be my true self, dude. Strider, dude. Scholar of Stoke, relationship reverent, valor of Vegas. I come to you for infinite wisdom of the southwestern United States. Let's go, dude. I'm moving from Florida to California, and of course, made it an essential part of my road trip to stop in none other than Las Vegas, baby. Vegas virgin here. So I'm hoping for some dank travel tips. Hunter S. Thompson, author of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, has given some amazing advice in his regard, but his account is 50 years old now, almost to the day, and just know there is more to devour. What is some righteous guidance in doing modern-day Sin City justice during my brief stint there? Anything from hotels, bars, clubs, casinos, restaurants, adult entertainment clubs, blah, blah, blah. Hype for the trip and would be an extra juice to hear back from you. Fully stoked and with much respect, dude. All right, dude. Here's the thing, bro. I'm honored that you asked this question. I'll tell you, Old Vegas is fun, dude. Fremont Street, dude. I've mentioned this before on the pod. You feel like you're in Austin, but you also get that flavor of Vegas, that little Sin City element if you want. You can hit the tables, and the prices are cheaper over there. So I'd say, dude, if you're road tripping across, maybe you're traveling, you don't want to drop top coin, Circus Hotel is sick as hell, dude. I had a great time there. They got stadium swim. It's super fun, dude. Great place to get your day drunk on at the pool. Good steak down there too. A nice wedge salad that you can have, dude. I always like having a steak when I'm in Vegas before hitting the tables, dude. Dude, I would just say cruise to like, last time I was in Vegas, I went to fucking Hustler strip club, and it was all right, dude. It was fun. One of the dudes there was super hammered and was being weird and just kept staring at this dude's girlfriend. There was literally a girl with her boobs out behind him, but he decided to spin around in his chair because all the chairs swivel there, which is tight. And he swiveled around, just stared at this guy's girlfriend. And the guy was so nice, and he taps my shoulder and he goes, "Hey, man, dude, your friend's freaking out my girlfriend, and honestly, I'm going to have to beat his ass if he doesn't stop." And I was like, "Dude, thank you so much for that, dude. Honestly, dude, I'll beat his ass first. You won't even have to, dude." And I was like, "Dude, bro, you got to turn around." And he just kept turning around, staring at the girlfriend. And finally, the bouncers were like, "He's out." He like kept sinking down in his chair. He's like, "He's gone." But it was good because you don't want to spend too much time there, dude. And honestly, dude, the whole time you're getting a lap dance is fun. It's nice, dude. Do it, get one, have a good time. But you're trying to be upsold, dude. It's like going to the dentist, dude. They get you in the chair and they're like, "By the way, you need this filled. You need straightening. You want some whitening." And I'm like, "Dude, no, bro. Just do the cleaning and let me bone out of here." It's like, let's just get through and enjoy freaking, this Buck Cherry song that I like to choose to get a lap dance to and then cruise out, dude. So yeah, I'm all about Old Vegas. Then you go to the Strip, dude. Cosmo's fun, sexy hotel. Can't go wrong at the Cosmo, bro. I love going to the Venetian, cruising on the gondola, posting up over there. Solid sports book over there. The Wynn is very fun, dude. I like the aesthetic there. It feels very Vegas, very, very, the design and everything there is like very in your face, very bright coloring, classy though. It's fun. It's fun. And maybe, dude, and I've never done this, maybe enter a poker tournament. I want to do that next when I go to Vegas. Haven't done that before. Strider, what up? I'm going to be ripping it up on an ATV with the boys this weekend. Just massive shout out to all the dudes that are going to be lifting our rides and our stoke. Chandler. I love that, dude. Dudes are hitting the desert this weekend, dude. Let's go, bro. Get after it, dude. There's nothing like ripping it on an ATV with your boys. I love pinging it up, dude. I was ATVing with Chris Parr. He just goes, "Strider, ping it, ping it." Hearing him say that because we like to get walkie-talkies going when we're out there. So much fun, dude. So sick. Ocotillo Wells, dude. Hell yeah, bro. See here, dude. Let's do one more than bone out. Dude, Strider, I heard you think the sexiest part of your body is your quads. I don't have a body part that I think is sexy. Any advice how I can feel sexier? Thank you, Bryce. I mean, dude, it's important for dudes to feel sexy, and it can be any body part of yours. I mean, I think maybe just the fact that I'm doing a lot of thrusters gets me fired up on the quad and seeing those results. So I don't think it needs to be related to lifting or working out. I think it's just like, light a candle, look in the mirror, dude, set some lighting, and, maybe draw yourself a bath, and just really, it's important to have you time and get in there and be like, what's making me feel sexy? Next time you're, maybe in the throes of passion, dude, maybe like, throw your shoulders back. Maybe it's your traps, your lats, dude, or something like that, dude. Maybe it's just, maybe everyone talks about having a good side of your face in photos. And it's not vanity here. It's just what makes you feel sexy and appreciate you. That's all it is. Maybe, dude, maybe it's a clothing item that you throw on. Maybe it's your favorite hoodie. Maybe put on your favorite hoodie, no pants. See how that makes you feel when light a candle. Something like that, dude. Explore. That's my advice. Just explore and don't judge yourself when doing so. I think that's the first step towards it, is abandoning too much, obviously you have to have self criticism and awareness, but when you're exploring yourself, abandon that judgment for a little bit. Do it in a safe space. Light that candle, pour a glass of wine, have some fun. That's all I'm saying. Other than that, dude, I'm fired up. It's been a great time. Aaron, dude, I'm fired up, dude. Stoked on this, dude. Remember, check out the Patreon, bros. Question, comment, suggestions, please, dude. Please, I need some more, dude. I'm fired up. I love answering these, dude. I love when the Danktorians reach out to let's us Dankatorians stick together and help each other be better, grow in knowledge, be compassionate, freaking straight up warrior poets. So I'm fired up on that. StriderWilsonShreds@gmail.com. Check out the Patreon and stay stoked, dudes. Let